Right, this is the Gsxr that I'm building out of factory parts. So it's the first time out of the shed in 4 years, so I thought I'd take a little YouTube footage for the grand occasion. I'll take you through the parts in a bit. The bike is very loosely assembled because I've still got a lot of nuts and bolts to source to get the bike built complete. Still a few parts missing, but slowly but surely we're getting there. So there she is. Wobbly, but can't help that. She does look quite nice, I think. Right then. Right, that's the Google. Let's go for the close-ups. Start at the front. That's the tacho. That's a kit item. That is all parts are factory parts. There's a few parts obviously that weren't made by the factory, like the Olin's forks and such, but anything that's bolted onto the bike that I could get hold of is a factory part, except for that throttle, which is a copy of the factory item. So there's the yokes. They're magnesium and offset 30 mils. You can actually have a range of inserts there, and you can actually spin them around as well to get different offsets. That's a set of hinge clip-ons that we used on the factory bikes. That's a factory kill switch, quite crude, but the bike is quite old. That's the tank levis pickup point. So just go down here a little bit. That's the bottom of the yokes. All magnesium with titanium bits and bobs. That's the factory radiator. Quite large. Multi-cord. So that's that. That's the Gsxr calipers. I've got to get some more caliper brackets made, so they're just literally just hanging in there just to stop them rattling around in the shed. That's the Olin Superbike forks. And there's the Gsxr Works discs. And a magnesium front wheel. Shame it's in black because I need 2 white ones. So that's that. That's the lock stops. That's the factory fairing brackets. Back to the back. That's the factory seat unit. And in there you've got the factory CDI. This is a prepreg dry lay battery tray. There's a kit rectifier. Have a look down here now. That's an Olin Superbike rear shock. And that is the factory Gsxr 07 swing arm. I've kept the show sticker on there because even though I'm not running show suspension, I'd love to find some, so I've left the sticker on there because I don't really want to take it off. And that's the carbon BT guard. Right, let's have a little bit down here for some other bits. They have a chain wheel there just to take the slack out of the chain. That's the battery linkage with all titanium bolts and pins. As you can see, it's got 2 pickup points on the factory frames for different geometry when they wanted one on the back end. So we'll flick up. That's the factory quick shift, which is very similar to the actual side stand shift. This bike is actually going to be set up for a hydraulic clutch. The factory bikes did run hydraulic clutch. There's a larger water pump there because the radiator is quite large, so it needs more pumping power. So that's quite a trick bit. That's the magnesium cover for the works generator. That's a nice part. If you can see there, I don't think this will pick it up with some stamp marks. It's 0920, which is Gsxr 09 and 20th of. And up there we've got Gsxr 0910. That is also the indication that's the 10th version of that one. The cylinder head on this bike is actually a very trick part. It's really more like a K1 series cylinder head, but on an SRAD. So in there you can see I've now got the exhaust clamps on. That's the factory Yoshimura exhaust. So that's that bit. Right. There's the TDMR carbs. And I've got 2 sets of bell mouths. I've just put these ones on to make sure they fit, so I've got the short and the long. I haven't got the mid-range one, so that's them bits. Just a mesh screen at the front, and if you just open them up, you'll see that they're TDRM multi-jet carbs. And I don't think you can see down there, we've got all the titanium valves and gubbins. So that's them bits. So let's pop that back on, keep the dust off. Right, I'll take you through the parts now and where they came from. The seat frame was off Chris Walker's number 2 bike and was used in BSB, so that was quite a nice find. The swing arm is a Harris item when they raced in World Superbikes, and I'd assume it's from '97, so it's whoever was riding, possibly one of the 2 riders that they're actually running. So that's the swing arm. The frame is a very rare frame. It's an Gsxr 07 proper works frame. There's a few bits that determined it's a works frame. We've got the little welded in piece there in between the rear set pickups. You can also see it's got the chain tensioner. That's the inserts for the inside of the frame. At the front there, which I've got to literally make myself, is there's a pickup there. You actually slide, there's a tube that bolts in there that acts as a pickup to pick the bike up. So that's that bit. Just to make it a factory frame, the pickup for the actual steering damper goes straight through the frame and is welded on the inside as well. And the whole frame, a bit crude, but it's all hand welded. Some bits nice, some bits a bit awful. And if you can see that, it's all hand welded. It's not machine welded or MIG welded. It's all TIG'd. So that's the frame really. The frame itself was used by Shaky Byrne. When I got it, it was an ex-Performance House bike. But it was matte black, but we've taken that back to the aluminium finish, which was very hard. Many hours of work has gone into this frame. It was dented to quite severely, but we took one big dent out around that area by just drilling 2 small holes in the frame and just pushing it out. So that's them bits. You can see there we've got the factory pickups for the fairings. They're quite nice. They run a larger oil cooler. You can see that in there. That's a larger oil cooler. It's a Denso unit, but that's a factory item. That's the starter cover, magnesium, and there is the dry clutch. This is a factory item. The kit one was slightly different, but that's the factory one. With also you've got the 2 windows there for oil levels with the bike running and not running. So that's it. But we've just got the swing arm loosely bolted in there because we've got the bearings, but we just have the spaces made up so we can get the swing arm in nicely. So that's it really. Let's have another look back here. And that's a full Yoshimura duplex system, all titanium. The forks themselves came out of a World Endurance SRAD, so that was quite lucky. They were off a guy in Holland. The radiator is an ex-Harris item, so that's been in World Superbikes. Same with the calipers and the disc, but I suspect the calipers more like a cert item that made their way to Harris really, so and they're extremely rare. Right down the bottom we've actually got the magnesium sump. All covers are magnesium on the bike, and literally if I took the rocker cover off you'll see that every bolt in the engine is also titanium as well. Just in there we're missing a few of the actual main engine bolts which have been robbed off, but that's it really. So there she is, first time out of the shed in 4 years, so hope you like. Hopefully it'll be actually fired up in the next 6 months because we're trying to get it literally finished, funds can actually be chucked at it. Sun's come out, typical. So there you have it. I'll just flick in. That's a vented rear disc off an RGV 500. You can see that, so I've got to get the caliper for that. And that's it really. So